Welcome to In the Green Room. I'm Kinga.
And I'm Chet.
And the two Andreas here from Gallery Andrea.
And the show is all about love. We're doing a love show, and we're also celebrating Gigi's birthday. And we're
our grandma.
celebrating.
Well, tell them who she is.
Yes.
Our grandma, who would have been 108 years old. So
It's very exciting.
her heavenly birthday.
So cheers. So it's all about love, and we've got Valentine's coming around the corner, and Gallery Andrea is going to be having a lot of Valentine's
romantic flowers, romantic fashion. I have to show you my fashion too. Here's some of the paintings.
Romantic
flowers, fashion, and also we have romantic ladies, figurative art, romantic ladies. So we're doing that for our Valentine's show at Gallery Andrea in Old Town Scottsdale. And 7019 East Main Street.
And we have a nice little gift for Chet. I want Chet to open it up. I'm really excited. Let's see if he likes it.
It's an early birthday present.
Late Christmas.
Late Christmas present, I think.
It's a cheer up.
Okay.
Cheer up.
He had some.
Oh, it's really cool. Thanks.
Oh, that's
Put it on.
cool.
Put it
That's
on.
nice.
Yeah.
What is that?
He didn't see
It's
it.
David
It's
Yearman.
cool. Oh, it's
Yeah,
really short.
yeah,
It doesn't
you
fit.
got here. You gotta.
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
Jess,
that?
we just
He
have to-
didn't
No, it
know?
doesn't fit over my head.
Oh, be careful.
Okay,
It
well-
has to be a shorter one.
Okay, well, just
Okay,
Well,
Chet, do
That's
you
why
want me to
I
put it
don't
on?
want a shorter one.
Chet,
well, this
do you
one's a
want me to
shorter
put it
one. That's the gift.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to.
it's
switch
really
it
Okay.
up, but yeah, I like it.
Okay, I like it because you can see it within your neckline. Let me see. Can you move your shirt out of the way so we can
And
see?
it's
It looks
silver.
good.
It's
Nice, yeah.
I
Yeah,
actually
it's turning
think
over.
it's a
Yes.
good length.
That's a perfect length because you can see it.
I
don't
can't
like-
see in the mirror right now, but
It's
it
a
looks
perfect
cool.
length.
Thanks.
Yes.
It
You
looks
like
good.
it?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, if you don't love it, then I'll keep it for me because I love it.
Well, speaking of necklaces, we have our Valentine necklaces. You got to come into the gallery to see.
Okay, tell us about the
heart
Valentine
necklaces.
necklace, and you have to talk, Gabe. How close do you want her to the mic? Like,
She's good.
That's pretty
So
good.
we have our Valentine necklaces for our Valentine show at Gallery Andrea. These are hand fired heart necklaces, and I'm a huge fan. I always love these, and they're just great. They're great gifts for yourself and also
That is a beautiful-
for someone else for Valentine's Day.
mm-hmm.
And the hearts are the most popular. So I
And
got
what are the colors that comes in?
all colors. Red. I have a really nice one with red and silver, and my plain red one sold. So I got to get more of them. We're gonna get more for Valentine's Day, and so I think it's nice to have a gift that stays forever. So the painting stays forever, the jewelry stays forever, and then our custom made textiles and wearable art, we have those as well. Which
What
I have
does
a
one of those
person-
hearts like? What does that cost? The one you're wearing,
$250.
and that's just the charm. How much does it cost to get the chain?
Depends
It
what
depends
kind.
which one you get. They're
Yeah.
sterling silver, so like 120 to 150
Sterling,
for the sterling
yeah.
silver on top of it.
Well,
Yeah.
Gabe, you're gonna go visit your girlfriend. So it sounds like you need to get one of these. You have to
Right.
come in and
But
visit
you know
the
what
Gallery
I
Andrea.
Yes.
Andrea.
And we just had an article in the thank you to Scottsdale
Right.
Scottsdale Independent newspaper did an article about our Valentine's show.
Mhm.
So I appreciate that, and you guys can check that out if there's an online
Mhm.
article about our
It
Valentine's. So
starts by me.
we love
You have to talk
our
in here.
star Andrea
Yeah.
Senior or Junior, whatever you want to call yourself, Andrea DeKerpley-Zach.
Why would she be
I
a
am
junior?
not-
She's-
It's my joke that she's the junior.
No,
That's the
I'm in
that's the
between.
joke.
I'm in
There's a-
between.
So show your painting. So what this beautiful rose painting. So you
Where's
don't
the
have to
other
buy.
one?
Is
Where's
this
the
a new
other-
one?
It's a new one. You don't
Ah.
have
I
to
didn't
buy
even
roses
find it yet.
all the time because you just buy a piece of art and it stays on the wall forever. Right?
And okay, so what is this one? Okay, so Gabe, you can buy this for your girlfriend. What's the cost of this one?
That one's $850.
Why are you trying to pressure
$850.
Gabe into buying
Okay.
everything?
Well, that is
I feel like he's like a victim at
Wait,
auction.
This is
Because he's right there.
but
Right.
Where is the other one?
Oh wait, we
We
have
should be
another one.
advertising to all of our listeners, not just Gabe.
So that's the original, but I also have
Andrea,
a
I
pasta.
cannot.
Oh here,
Here,
we'll
okay.
take away one, and then we also
knows,
here's
maybe Gabe
another
will.
rose one.
Here's a rose one.
which
There
So
we
we
go.
have and that's an original.
Yeah.
And instead of buying roses all year round, you can just buy a piece of art. and hang it up all
it's
year
beautiful.
round. And
Very unique. I love it. I love how you have such.
and the
Yeah.
symbolism that you have,
Yeah.
spreading love and freedom. One of your symbolism of freedom.
Mom, what would you say is the title of this one?
That's a new one she just did. Mom, does it have a title yet? Because she just did it.
I have to think.
She has to think about it. It has hydrangea, I can
Maybe
tell you.
I dream
Hydrangea.
about it. I love the roses, and it's called hydrangea and roses.
Hydrangea and roses. There you go.
There you go. I love it. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's a beautiful one. And we have the originals, and then you can get them if
Did
you're
I
if you're
sign
on a
it? I
budget and you want to
don't
get
think so.
something for Valentine's. You can also get the
just did
Jaclay
it.
version.
Oh,
So
right.
I can and then we have minis that are 5x7 in the gallery that are super cute. They're little tiny
I think
ones.
this is a really.
This is a good size
It's
though.
a good size. Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah,
size.
it's a great size.
I was in the mood.
I love
She
it.
was in the mood. Okay.
That was the title.
No, she's saying she was in the mood to paint, and then and we have.
Was
See,
this
I want to
was
show you
today?
that we have these little tiny ones.
What?
Look how cute.
No,
Oh, nice.
Tiny,
and this
Oh,
one.
that's cute.
very
That's cute.
tiny.
Show
And then this
show
one's
to-
mine. I can't lift it
Wait.
from here. Hold on.
Andrea,
Here,
show
this one's
to-
mine, right there.
Show
So,
to.
so we have all different sizes.
Where can this one go? Right here.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
And
Okay.
and we love to spread love through the art. So it's nice and it's rewarding to be able to
The
make people
little
happy
one,
with the
it's
art, you know?
So cute.
So, and they can have them forever, right? Remember our youngest client, I think, was 5 years old. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We had a 5-year-old one time.
Wow.
This is a funny story. So she came in. She
that
came
was
in with
long
her
time
parents, and she said, "I want that painting." It was a little tiny one, and they said, "Okay." And then so they'd give her like a couple dollars, and she would come in like every few weeks, and she'd bring whatever $25, and eventually, and they were trying to teach her the value of money, and then eventually she paid it off. And then she had her little painting, and she still comes to see the gallery, which I think is adorable.
It's a fun story.
That is a fun
And
story.
she still has it, which is awesome. So, I think you start your collection at any age. And if you're a smart kid, you start your collection at a young age,
Well,
So-
Chet, how are you going to spend your Valentine's Day?
I don't know yet.
It's not.
Oh, you
It's
don't
a
know.
few weeks away yet still, yeah.
Well, that's what you got to start thinking about. Which one you're going to buy for, or which necklace you're going to buy for your possible date for Valentine's Day.
I mean, I don't know. I think Valentine's Day should be about having fun together, not as much the gift, but it comes down to like your relationship. Some people are more of the gift giving type. So
Yeah.
You know what? It's spreading love to everyone. It doesn't just have to be about a romantic relationship with someone. It can be about your family and friends, having
well,
a
I
get
think
together.
Valentine's
So,
Day is usually about romantic, but you can stay in love with all the other aspects of your life. Like if you stay like happy and content and driven in your passions, you don't feel like you need somebody when you're single in between relationships. If you just stay passionate about
Love yourself.
your
You can.
well, you have to love yourself too. I think that's
yeah,
That
that's,
comes
I mean,
first. That
that's
comes
a part of it,
first.
but it's also about like being in love with your life. Like if you're just looking in the mirror all day, then you have a fucking problem. But
I mean, I wish my friends happy Valentine's. I don't look at it as just a romantic holiday. I mean, I tell my friends happy Valentine's, just like I appreciate you in my life, just saying to someone you really appreciate them, especially
Really?
those that are keepers that are always there.
But I
for you,
like what
so.
Chet was saying is that you should be in love with your life, and
Mm-hmm.
and your passion of what you enjoy, and how are you spreading love? Chet, you're spreading love with your music.
Are you making a Valentine's song? How about
That's
that?
a good question.
no,
Why don't you
No.
make
That's a great
a
question.
new, why don't you make a
Music
new song for Valentine's?
That's a
That
great
would
I'm
be
idea.
cool.
going to do that, but I don't know. It's kind of a
Why?
fun idea.
Why?
But,
Why wouldn't you do that? It could just be a
'cause,
love song.
I don't know. I like to make songs out of like ideas that inspire me that I like come to originally, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
anything that was suggested to me, I would already think like, oh, like I should have thought of that more. Like the more original, the better, in my opinion. So I think all my song ideas are like the best when I conceive of them, I guess.
Because I think one of the greatest all-time songwriters and band that everybody loves that's like timeless is the Beatles, and a lot of their songs are about love.
I love the Beatles.
I know.
Right.
Elvis.
It's true.
It's like Elvis and the
They have
Beatles. It's
such
all
an
about love.
interesting discography because they have some
His
songs that are
voice
so like
lives
interesting and
forever.
deep, and then they
Yes.
have some songs from when they were on their drugs at the end, where it's like about like a fucking blue octopus on a walrus.
Yeah, I
or
don't even
some
know what they're
shit.
talking about. I know. It's like, who knows?
But it's kind of funny though.
Who knows what that's about?
They still like have amazing music, but just some of their stuff is
But I'm
wacky.
No, but I'm thinking like the song like Love, Love Me Do. You know I love you. Isn't that the lyric?
Okay, we're going to start your singing career today. Is
No,
that
I'm just
what's
saying,
happening?
it's like there are words like that, or like
Wait a minute.
with Elvis, "Love Me Tender."
there are a lot of
I know.
Do
great
you like Elvis?
love songs.
I love it. I used to love it.
I know. You used
Did
to
you ever
crank-
see
After
Elvis
he
in
got
person?
a little bit big and
A little bit big. Poor Elvis. He was taking drugs. That's what happens.
Okay, that's negative. I don't want to talk
Oh,
about
no,
that.
I don't.
That's what
So we're all spreading love in our own way, and you're spreading love with your
What do you want
roses.
me to say?
Yeah, Mom, you're spreading love with the roses.
the blunt Hungarian personality.
Did
they
you
say was on my mind.
inspire Andrea to start painting?
Yes, I did.
You did.
Because I said
Mhm.
I don't mind blue.
Just don't get fat
flowers.
like Elvis.
No,
That's
no.
what he said.
Wait. I said, what did I say?
I would say you encouraged me, and
Yes, I did.
also Dad.
I said, I
Mhm.
love that
Yeah.
you do flowers, but don't copy.
hmm Yeah,
No,
Oh,
she
do you think
doesn't.
she copies?
No.
Did
Yeah.
she ever copy you?
No, because she's.
no. I always do my own
No.
thing. No,
But I do think that
I'm inspired by her, of course, but
I think it's a beautiful time, and I think you should make a beautiful song for your grandma. No, really.
yes, you
Yeah, you
should.
should.
Maybe that would be fun. Yeah.
You know what?
I think
And-
that's a great idea.
And soon,
You should.
when that was my idea. Okay?
I'm not trying to take credit for it. I'm standing back.
Battle for the idea.
Yeah, but we all, if I don't mind, we would.
So you're being challenged right
Challenged.
now.
Yeah.
You have a challenge to
Yeah.
write a song
Yeah.
that's about love and
But it comes from your soul.
Yeah, some of the best creative things come from
Mm.
certain things that happen in your life, and they inspire you to create something unique.
You know.
So, yeah. can
are
go
you
with-
working on any songs right now?
Yeah, I always am.
Mm-hmm.
How was
Part of the process.
your concert for New Year's
Oh, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah.
at
it was
the
a great-
Raceway?
It was a great first show back from my injury. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Do you have another one coming up?
I'm still deciding that. But yeah, I'll probably have one soon-ish.
I have an idea of a place that you could DJ at. I don't know if I should say it on the podcast.
No, just
No.
tell me
Okay.
off
No,
air.
we'll talk about it
I'll tell you off air,
Yeah.
but I have an
Okay.
idea of a
Why
place.
Why don't you do
More ideas are good.
If someone
create
needs
a
it,
song for Valentine's Day? I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like, "Do you want to be my
No,
Valentine?"
that's okay.
It could
Oh
be
my
something
God.
like that.
That was the corniest thing I've ever.
oh my gosh, yeah, no,
Be
we'll
my
leave it up to Chet.
Valentine.
Oh my God.
We'll leave it up to.
Wait, what?
Wouldn't that be cool though if I could write some lyrics on his
No.
song?
Well, we'll leave it up
No.
to Chet. I think he should. I think he should create his own.
Oh,
Well, Chet,
I have a
what
quick-
inspires
Well, let's
you?
hear more about the Valentine's Day painting event. You guys have some Valentine's Day gallery event or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sale?
So, well, yeah, we're making new stuff as we speak, and then we have the
Mhm.
Thursday night art walk from 7 to 9 every Thursday.
I thought it's
Yeah.
only through June.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all year round, but their bigger art walks are now. And it's a really
Mhm.
fun time. Just on a side note, it's a fun time to be in Old Town because we've got Western Week is coming and the Prada del Sol.
I don't
I'm just
know.
going to
Oh.
mention that because I love Prada del Sol. It's when all the horses are walking down
Horses.
Scottsdale
When
Road.
when is that?
It's coming up. It's in a couple days. I think it's like Saturday.
Yeah.
Is it?
So,
Cool.
so,
So will your gallery be
You know what you
open
could do?
during
You
We'll
could
be
have
open.
like a, like you could basically advertise it as like a date night for couples. Have like a wine
yeah.
tasting art night at your
It-
gallery.
so it is a great date night idea.
But where you sell tickets for it though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
an idea.
'Cause
Yes.
then you know, a guy who's trying to impress his girlfriend would be like, "Oh, we're going to this wine tasting," and then once they're in the door, then you can try to pressure him to buy the painting for her. Once
Well,
they're-
hopefully I don't have to
once they're
pressure him. He
buzzed.
just wants to buy it. But
But once they're
That's a good
buzzed,
idea.
you
That's
can
a
have
good
her in
idea.
there pressuring people. She's good at it. So.
But actually, no, I did
I
have
think-
someone contacted me that he wanted to take his wife in the gallery for their anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
So he liked the.
What happened to it?
No, he's going to be coming the next few days. But it's a great thing to do, with your significant other or friend or whatever. But just to see, in this time, anytime, happy flowers and something optimistic and something that makes you smile. And art is unique because it stands the test of time, just like your music stands the test of time. And if you go back to famous artists, that art is still living the test of time. And so I think that's what's really rewarding about what we do, is that people will have the paintings forever and they'll always remember us. So I think everyone should find their passion about what they like to do. Like Kanga likes to do her podcast, and it will stand the test of time and people will always listen to her podcast. So I think that's what makes life amazing, when you can influence others in a positive way and change their life,
Yeah, and make it more beautiful with art or music.
And that's how you're
Yeah.
spreading love.
Yeah.
So, Mom, do you feel like you're spreading love when you create your paintings and you paint?
Well, yeah, I saw. I don't want us to say.
I'm holding. What do you think about your mother turning? She would be 108.
I know that.
I know. Is that amazing?
But wait, I asked a question and we didn't answer it yet.
Oh,
Let's go
sorry.
back to the question.
Okay, I'll give.
What was the question I asked you?
I don't know what
I asked
tell you-
when you're painting your paintings,
I
do you
have.
feel like you're spreading love?
Yes,
Can you answer that better than just yes?
it's kind of private.
It's not private.
What?
You know what? When people come in to the gallery and they say, "I'm still enjoying those beautiful paintings that you painted,"
Yeah.
isn't that's rewarding? Isn't it?
Yeah, like from a year
Okay.
ago,
A year ago or,
Or-
years ago?
years ago.
Years
yeah.
ago.
Mhm.
They
So-
came in and.
I mean, we have people who come in
Yeah.
from 20 plus years
Yeah.
ago,
Mhm.
and they still are enjoying the art.
But let me
which is
tell
great.
you, I'm gonna tell you, this is only family anyway.
Well, no, because this is on the show.
This is on the
This,
podcast.
this is like the whole world is going to listen to this.
Hold
That's
This is
inside the
nothing.
artist's
Private.
mind. She
Yeah,
thinks
yeah,
it's just us.
So we
Secret time.
So we are celebrating Gigi's birthday, and she would have been 108. And to me, she was somebody that was always spreading love, but she was spreading love through her cooking. She
was a
loved
great
to make
baker.
food for people,
Baker.
and she was
Yeah.
incredible at making.
Wait, I thought she would have been 106 because she only passed away
So
a year ago and she
so-
was
5,
105.
6, 2 years
it's-
ago.
it's
She would have been 107.
it'll be 3 years in July, so she would have been 108.
She would have been
Are you
108.
sure?
Is it 2 years or 3 years?
No,
I calculated with Armand that it's 108.
I think it's
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay.
She would have been 108.
I
Wow,
think it's
time
up for
flies.
debate.
Time
That's
flies. It
amazing.
feels like it was yesterday.
So
A lot of
I
years.
wonder
It's easy to
what
get
her
one
tip
skipped.
for staying alive that long. That's amazing. What do you think it was that kept her alive?
Well, that's
for
what I
so
was trying
long?
to say. That everybody spreads love, and this whole show was about love and spreading love, and how people, everybody has their own way of showing it and expressing it,
This is
and
three.
of how their passions of spreading love. And
Yeah.
Gigi spread love by organizing for people. Like she'd come in and you wouldn't ask her to do it, but she'd like come
He's
in and like
probably up
clean
there
and organize and
She was a giver.
Yeah.
So when
Yeah.
I think personally, I think the reason why she lived so long is because she was a giver, and
That's true.
she
I-
got enjoyment out of helping.
and she was
people.
very social and she was
social and just
gregarious
always she was
and
really
if I-
concerned about
she
you
had a
and
lot of
her
friends.
well-being or her. So
Mhm.
and she
But,
always was
but
thinking about you.
She
you
was
know?
always cooking for everybody else
baking. Mhm.
and then she would like bake her, whatever kiflies or
Well, I have a funny
cherry
story
cake,
about
and she'd
baking.
take it
I have a
to
really
all the neighbors and she'd bring it to different people. Like she wasn't just about like just cooking it for us.
No.
She was always giving it to friends and friends of friends. And I remember like we'd get all excited that she made the walnut squares. And then I'd be like, "Where are they?" And she's like, "Oh, I took it to the neighbors."
Yeah.
And it's like, "What? We were just gonna eat them."
Well, yeah, the
she
funny-
said, "Well, you already had one."
You made me think of a really funny story. Is that,
Remember that?
one time she was flying back to Canada because she would stay for like 6 months, and then
Gabe, I think
she
somebody's
would,
out there yelling
Somebody's
hello.
asking around.
She would stay for 6
That's
months
great.
and then she'd fly back to Canada. But
Hello?
when the day she was flying back, she decided that she wanted to make apple squares.
Who's
So
that?
apple squares, and
Lock the door.
so
No, don't walk.
she
No?
someone's outside. Okay, so she wanted to
Yeah,
make
somebody outside.
apple squares the day that she was going to fly out back to Canada. And I said, Grandma, I don't think there's enough time for you to make those apple squares. You're going to miss your flight. Oh, there's plenty of time. I make apple squares. You need that. You need nourishment. You need the apple squares. You're too skinny. And I'm like, Grandma, there's no time for that. But she makes the apple squares, and she barely makes it to the flight.
She's probably
And
the angel
my brother,
up there.
Tad, our brother, he had to run like a marathon runner and bring the bags so Grandma would finally make the flight. And that was when they first had started to...
But that's how unselfish she was. She was all about
she was thinking
giving
about other people.
and
She
So-
gave
loving
everything away.
She did.
and if you gave her a gift, she gave it to someone else.
Like, if
Well,
you,
that would drive
She-
me crazy.
She
What?
never kept anything.
no, like if someone if
She would give that away.
you're my grandma
she would not
and-
keep that.
and I said I like
Yes,
that, she'd say okay, you can have it. And she'd
Oh,
take
you
off and
like
give
it?
to
Oh, here, take it. Take
She
it.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. That's
She would do that.
interesting. Some people would think that that's like kind of disrespecting the person who gave you the gift.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah.
see, I hold on to things that you
Like
know.
I would feel disrespected and never give that person a gift again. But
well,
they just
like,
appreciated
I
it
have-
so little.
No,
they
but
just
these
gave
were
it away.
things. No, these were things that she bought for herself. If
Right.
somebody said you liked it,
Yeah.
she would give it to you.
Yeah.
She-
What's going on
Well, like
there?
I have this.
Wait. Wait.
I have this necklace that I got.
Who is that?
It was actually
What if
Valentine's
somebody
Day,
comes in?
and Dad wanted to buy something special for Mom and I, and we went to. It was Broadway then, but now it's Macy's. And he said, "Which one would you like?" And I said, "I like this one." So he got me this one. "Which one would she like?" And I picked one
Not
for
that
her,
one.
and he got us each one of these Valentine hearts. And he always was really sweet about getting us something special for Valentine's,
Yeah.
you know. And you still have yours. I wear mine. I never
Oh,
take this
yeah.
off.
He was
So-
the generous splurger. He was always
He was a
splurging.
splurger.
He was a
Even if he
splurger.
didn't have the money, he would buy it.
He'd say whatever
So,
you
no
want.
problem. I buy. How much?
Whatever
Yes,
you
we'll take
want.
it.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want. So,
Yeah.
but
What
you
it
know,
is now?
I-
25.
And but see,
but this is
everybody.
special to me.
Have you heard
So
of
it-
love languages? What's your love language? Is it spending time? Is it service? Is it gifts?
I mean, I get enjoyment out of people being happy.
So there's like words of like confirmation. There's like gifts, acts of service. Chet, what's yours? Spending time.
I don't know. I think it's dumb to try to boil it down into one thing like that.
You like Adele.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're all important.
Yeah.
It's dumb for anybody to say that any one of those
Well,
things is
so
not important.
Well, you've had a lot of, since you've been 15 or so, always been in a relationship. You've always
That's
had
not
like
true.
I feel like you've
I've
always
just
had
had
a
a
girlfriend.
few girlfriends. That's not true.
Okay, well this is you're finally single, and so with acts of service, acts of love, acts of giving gifts,
And by
spending time.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with being single and loving yourself until God sends you the right appropriate partner.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
And you can embrace being single.
Oh yeah, you're way
So-
better off
You're better off-
spending time having fun being single and like just pursuing your passions versus spending time in the wrong relationship. Because
That's correct.
Yeah.
then you're just cutting yourself off from meeting the right
Yes.
person. So if you know that you're not that interested in somebody, it's like dumb to waste their time.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree.
because since he's been single, he goes on a lot of dates, and I'm like, oh, how did it go? And he's like, it was good, but she's not the one.
That's
Yeah.
okay. So you're just enjoying and you're meeting people, and there's nothing wrong with that. So as long as you're enjoying your life, and it's not important whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship.
Yeah, I'm definitely lucky to have such great relationships because I have like a good
What
basically
is it?
spectrum for
Sorry, there's some stranger that came into the studio. And he was talking super loud, and I asked him to keep it down. So anyway, let's keep going. There's a lot of.
Or they
there's a
somebody
little
that's
drama
supposed to
on
be here? Or no?
No, it's some stranger that's just walked in.
God.
off
Should
the
we
street.
end the show?
my God.
then?
No,
Scary.
we're not. No, it's fine.
No, that's-
He's leaving. He's leaving. So anyway, he was just asking about the
No,
studio.
it-
Okay, so back to okay. Do I need to Google it? There's like 5 languages of love. Do you guys know what they are? I know it's active service, gifts, the time. What else is it?
I think that guy who's usually on the show knows about that, but I'm not an expert in it.
What are the 5 languages of love?
What's his name?
Is
That
he
guy?
still-
Martin.
Martin.
This guy?
The 5 love languages
Okay.
are words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch.
Okay.
This answer is from health.com.
Okay, I hear. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. Yay! I'm glad that I want to fact check things. You know, they're doing that these days with everybody. I'm not gonna say with who, but you know who I'm talking about.
Well, what if you have a montage of different ones? You don't have to. Have
Okay, here we
just
go.
one.
It's affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch. Andrew, what would you say are your most important in that?
Well, sometimes you don't always have someone to give you affirmations. So for me, Dad gave me a lot of affirmations.
Mm-hmm.
So when that's not available anymore, then you give yourself, and there's nothing narcissist about it.
Wait, your boyfriend doesn't give you any affirmation?
No, he does too. But my dad, our dad,
Okay, I'm
our
talking about.
dad was over the top. He was over the top
Oh, yeah.
all the time.
You're the best.
And he really helped build my self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you're more shy, I was more on the shy side.
Mm-hmm.
So that was helpful and instrumental for me. So to me,
So with affirmation-
affirmations, going back to that, if you don't have someone actively doing that, you should give yourself affirmations. And I think you should, even writing it down or just saying, I'm so blessed. I mean, I like to start the day by, thinking about what I'm blessed about, and
Well, actually,
Just
they
like,
say
um,
one of the best things to do is before you, leave your house. When you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to tell yourself 5 affirmations, like 5 things that you're very
Mhm.
blessed about. And then before you go to bed, same thing.
Mhm.
Because if you wake up thinking about those 5 positive things, and before you go to bed, those 5 positive things, like how you're blessed, how you're lucky, how you're.
It is a
you
good
know,
way
fortunate.
to start the day. And
Mhm.
if you can't think of them yourself, sometimes it's nice to just watch, a short clip on YouTube with daily affirmations. I think that's really nice. So I do that sometimes, and I just watch, like one of those YouTube shorts and with the daily affirmations.
Okay, what about quality time? Let's go on to quality time.
Quality
I
time.
think the most important thing people can be proud of is getting better every day too. Because some people, I don't know, they might just have such a, their self-image might just be so low that they can't bring themselves to tell themselves that they look good, but they can
Mhm.
still say oh, at least I went to the gym today and I ate healthy and
Right.
I improved today. You can start becoming proud of that, and then
I
eventually
love that.
you might
That's it.
like the
That's
way
good.
you look.
Right.
That's an
Yeah, I mean,
affirmation.
there's just some people out there that have let themselves go so far that to try to tell themselves that they look good is like saying that up is down, and you know what I mean. So if you're in that kind of a position and you feel like you can't find confidence anywhere, then just start doing
That's a good
something
idea.
to
That's a good
improve.
idea.
Look in
And then
the
you can
mirror.
become confident in your consistency and discipline to getting better. So
But
'cause
also
everybody can
with-
improve.
with
Everybody.
with fitness. I don't know if you're speaking about fitness in particular.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's just one aspect of it.
One aspect of it, but
What's
big
another
aspect.
aspect? What's another one?
Mentally, eating healthy. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different ways you can improve. So
well, I love smoothies. I just want to mention about the smoothies because
if you improve your
I-
intellect enough, you can become. If you improve your fitness and your intellect enough, you can make yourself very attractive, even if you're very conventionally ugly, by today's standards.
I think,
If you were obsessed with improving in those ways, 5 years down the road, if you're way more eloquent and fit than everybody, even if you don't have the best looking face, you still could be very attractive to somebody. So it's all about just being consistent and improving and getting better at the things you can control.
as long as you're doing your best at whatever your goal
Exactly,
is,
yeah, just being
I think
proud
it's
of
important to
trying.
be. You should embrace
Yeah.
whatever it is where you are right now.
Yeah.
Because
So that's where people should try to find confidence is in just trying.
But beauty,
You can always
beauty is
spend
always in
effort.
the eye of the whoever beholder.
Exactly.
Like
There's some
whoever's
people out
looking,
there
because-
who
yeah.
might actually be attractive, but they have such a weird self-perception that they can't see themselves as attractive. It exists.
Mhm.
Like that person out there that is like
they need some
attractive
self-esteem
and should be
booster.
way more confident, but they like aren't. So that
Well,
does
that's where you can try to help someone and try to help them gain their confidence if they don't have any.
Look at the birds.
You know.
Yeah.
No,
That's kind of like who I was talking to.
You need
Somebody
to-
that can't bring themselves to
what?
like love themselves. They could start to still love their accomplishments and like their discipline and those kind of things, and then that might start spreading to other areas.
Well, that's why it's
Yeah.
so important to wake up in the morning, give yourself the affirmations, plus make your lists of what you're going to get done, accomplished for the day.
I
Because
like to write down lists.
a list. Do you make a list every day?
I like doing
A
a
Yeah.
list is so important.
It's really easy to get distracted, so it's nice to make the list.
It is because there's so because
There's
basically
too much.
you might
There's
be
too
like
much clutter out
you may,
there. And
you
stuff.
might be like, okay, I've got this. Yeah, I have like 30 things I want to get done, but it's like in a day you can maybe only get 5 of those things done. So make a list of what's.
I don't know. I think the
important.
only affirmation I ever say is that I'm just like happy to have another day and like happy to exist.
Every day is
You
a
don't-
gift.
yeah. You don't
Every
have
day
to
is
like
absolutely a gift.
I don't know. I guess you can have some specific list of things you're like telling yourself about yourself. But I guess I'm just like too skeptical. I would just be like, oh, I'm biased. I can't necessarily be a fair judgment of those things. But one thing I can 100% be sure of is that I'm lucky to exist every
We're
day.
absolutely lucky,
Yeah.
all of us. You know, and it's like sometimes you might have like some.
Yeah, so
certain-
that's the only affirmation you really need.
Well,
It's just,
no,
I'm
no,
happy
hold
to be
on.
awake today.
But I mean,
Yeah.
but like some
And
people don't
you
have.
can find joy
Some
just
people
in that.
in California they had their homes burnt down. So
Exactly. So the
I
only
mean-
thing they could be appreciative of is having another day. They don't have.
So what I'm
They
saying
can't
is,
go,
if
"Oh,
you're
I have
making
my
a list,
house,
you can
I have
say,
my-"
a house over my head.
Mhm.
I have, food to eat.
If anything, those people in California make having that list less valuable because those things can be taken from you. So the most important affirmation is saying, "Hey, I'm still alive. I have my health and can have this chain of thoughts freely."
You would grab the puppies, the
Oh, of
dog and the
course.
puppy first, right?
Oh yeah.
If there was
Oh
a
my
fire.
gosh,
Oh, yeah.
the puppies.
Right.
What I love is the puppies make you smile.
Oh yeah. Dogs are such.
You got to post the puppy
Balls of
on
joy.
her in
Okay,
the green
you know what?
in the green
I'll
room.
start posting the
Why don't you
puppies.
put it on the in the green
I
room
will.
Instagram?
I will. You know what? Maybe I'll hire you to start
You
being my.
gotta make it the mascot.
Maybe I'll hire Andrea to start doing my posts.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Here we
Yeah,
go.
it needs its own Instagram.
Let me see the chain really quickly. Let's see how it looks. Go like this.
Looks good.
I can't see it.
Wait.
Hey, it will be good for his next date that he has for
Wait.
Yes, you want to say something?
You wanna?
No. We've got the show
Oh,
going.
yeah,
We can't talk
yeah.
about personal
Yeah,
stuff right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So anyway,
What was your favorite Valentine's?
That's a
Every day.
good
What was
question.
your favorite?
Every day.
no,
What was your
remember.
favorite gift from Dad for Valentine's?
Yeah, is there any specific?
He always
Valentine's
spoiled
Day?
you.
What?
He did. He
He always
did.
spoiled you with lots of flowers. Tell us about that.
He was okay.
Eve, are you getting me
Oh,
back
he was
soon?
more than okay.
Oh, that's a
Wait,
good idea.
what's
That got
going
scared.
on there?
I know. Focus on our
Okay.
show here.
Wait.
Focus on the show. So,
Okay, we're
what
on
was
a
your
show.
favorite Valentine's gift that he ever gave you the whole time you were together?
Always something. Yes.
But what was your favorite
Yeah,
gift? that
come
he gave
on. Remember something specific.
You liked the heart,
The heart.
the Valentine heart.
Yeah.
What about all the roses he brought you?
All the time.
He wouldn't bring just like one bouquet. There'd be like 5 or 6
Yeah,
bouquets of
always.
red roses.
Red roses.
What about when he took us
The
all to
blue
Europe?
lady.
What about when he took us all to Europe?
Oh yeah, that was something.
Do you remember those trips?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a trip that stands out
Yeah.
that you remember? Like which one?
All of them.
Is there a specific trip?
Greece.
What do you remember? Is there any specific story from Greece that you remember?
It was beautiful.
Greece looks so
we were
pretty.
going from Greece to Hungary, and
Wasn't Grandma there?
she was, but she
I
was.
want to hear the story
but-
about when you took her to Italy.
Oh my
And
God.
she said, "Where did you take me?" I want to hear that story.
That was
Remember?
too much.
No. I want to
It's
go
a
back to
funny
Greece.
story. Okay,
She mentioned Greece. Let's go back to Greece.
Okay.
So Mom, can you correct me if I'm wrong? I remember that Grandma didn't want to go to some island. Was it Corfu?
Yeah.
There was some island.
No, not Corfu.
There was an island that Dad wanted to go to, and Gigi thought it was unsafe. She didn't want to go
No,
there.
that was in Italy.
Italy.
That was in Italy.
Okay,
You're on
was
the
it
wrong
Italy?
story.
Oh,
That's
okay,
the one
okay.
I'm talking about.
And we went to the island anyway, even though she said no. And we
Oh,
had a
yeah,
good
yeah.
time.
And then she woke up and she said, "Where did you take me?"
Yeah, and she said, "Oh wait,
No, you have to talk into the microphone.
Remember?
your dad stayed in the station. There was a station,
Uh-huh.
and didn't return." And she said, "Oh, mother said, I don't think it's good for us. I'm gonna go check."
Oh, I know what it was. She woke up and she was in Sicily.
That's where it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I
yes.
She
remember
wanted
that story. She
to-
said, "Where did you take
Yeah.
me?"
Anyway, we had a great
That's a
time.
funny
Yeah.
story.
Our Europe trips. Okay, so
And
Chet,
then
Chet
she
doesn't
didn't
know
want to go
this.
there.
Chet
And
doesn't know this, but my dad's act of love for all of us was taking us on trips and giving us memories. It wasn't really mostly about like gifts, like physical, tangible gifts. He was more about the experience.
yeah,
The
Yes.
concerts,
Mhm.
sitting in the front row of whatever concert, or the ballet, or the opera. But every summer we went to Europe for the entire summer. People need to know this. Listen
well,
to the
not
show.
every, but in a
Yes.
row.
Almost
There
every.
was a row.
Okay, good. Here,
One,
talking
two,
to this
three. Yeah,
in a row.
3 years.
And he would also treat not all of us and
Yeah.
all his kids and
Yeah.
you, but he'd also treat your mother.
Yes, she was.
And he would take my Gigi on
That
these
was-
trips.
That's really sweet.
So
Yeah.
fast
So
forward,
nice.
imagine if you're married and you
Thank
treat
you, mother.
me and the
In-law.
mother-in-law,
I think that's really
And
sweet.
all
That's
the
very
kids.
sweet.
It's very sweet to do that.
Yeah, it's nice.
And we went for a long time. We didn't go for a short time. And we went, you know,
Yeah.
it's So what were your best memories from those? Do you have any great memories
From where?
from our Europe trips?
I had a little bit good and bad because.
Tell us the good. I don't want to hear anything bad.
Okay. Well,
Tell
I
us
want
the
to hear
good.
the full experience. Tell us the full
Tell us
truth.
the good.
I want to hear all of
the
it.
good was that it was beautiful.
What was the bad?
Yeah,
The
what was the
bad
bad?
was that Ted got sick.
Oh,
Oh, my brother. Okay.
Yeah.
yes.
And,
Was that in France?
yeah.
I think that was in France or Italy. It was in
It
Italy.
was in
Italy.
Italy.
It was in
Yeah.
Italy.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, this is why I want to do all my traveling before I have kids. That way there's nobody getting sick and messing up the
But
trip.
listen to this.
No, it was a funny
it was
story.
really funny.
It's a funny
because
story.
We took Ted to
He
the
ate a
hospital.
bad
No.
He
Wait.
ate a bad
Okay,
hot
now I'm
dog.
gonna tell a little bit about this. So Gigi, we're talking about Gigi and the love she spreads, and
Spreaded.
she spreaded the
Spread.
love. She spreads the love. She spread the love.
No,
Wait, Mom, I want to tell this part. Now you weren't being vocal. Now you got me thinking about those trips. And I remember when Tad got sick, and he got sick because Gigi there was a hot dog stand on the street,
on the street.
and she gave
A street hot dog.
yeah, and she bought a hot dog. The guy was nice looking, and he had hot dogs.
Wait, and it was a great little story about Gigi's personality. She was the type that was like, it'll be fine, just do it.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's another reason why she lived so long. 'Cause she wasn't always worrying about.
No.
She never worried about
Oh,
anything.
Never.
Oh, where
She
did
didn't
this
worry-
hot dog
she
come
didn't
from?
worry
She
about
didn't give a
anything.
shit. She just went for it.
That's
She
right.
didn't worry. She didn't
That's
worry.
right.
Yeah, and so
So she got us all hot. Now all of us, just Tad.
Yeah.
Because Tad wanted the hot dog, and Tad was like little, and so Tad got the hot dog, and the hot dog made him really ill.
Food poisoning.
And and so Dad found, I don't know how he did, but all of a sudden he found this like gorgeous pediatrician
Yeah.
that was in a Ferrari
Yeah,
that looked like a
Ferrari.
supermodel. She
I
looked
love
like
this story.
she looked like she was 25, tall, slender. And I remember
Yeah.
my dad, I don't know how he found her, how they started talking. So all of a sudden he takes Tad, this baby,
No.
and jumps in the Ferrari with this lady.
Not the
and
lady,
disappears.
come on. I would
Yes,
never
and they
let-
go to her office and they give Tad shots
Yeah.
to keep him from vomiting and
That's
having the
true,
diarrhea.
that's true. But that
And-
was not the.
Anyway, so that's what happened. I know that's what
It
happened.
was the mother.
That is
the
and I
extra
remember-
mother.
Yeah, her mother was the pediatrician. That's right. That's right. But still, Dad disappeared with a supermodel in a Ferrari
In a
with
family.
with my brother
It's
Tad.
so funny.
Those people.
And my mom was
of the
jealous, and my grandma
Ferrari.
was like, "Where's he going with this supermodel?" But anyway, Tad came back.
I wasn't born yet, but I love this
she
story. I
spoke-
think it's funny.
She spoke Russian. He was giving this guy this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my dad was speaking
So
the
funny.
language that she could speak,
Yeah.
and my mom couldn't understand it. My grandma couldn't understand it, but all of a sudden he disappears with the baby in a
They
Ferrari.
took it to
and,
the mother.
Yeah, and to the mother there was a picture.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Anyway, so,
And he got like a flower open up. The next day he was okay.
yeah, whatever they did, whatever the shot was, he was feeling good. So
Thanks to doctors.
spreading the love of meeting new friends. And so I learned that from both Dad and Gigi, of just like the art of and the love and passion of just meeting new people, making new friends. And like, you can't have new friends if you don't try to talk to new
Make
people
friends.
and make friends.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if you only have like 5 friends and you never talk to anybody new and don't get out there and join a new gym, and meet new people, however you're meeting them, or go to a restaurant and sit at a nice restaurant bar and meet new people. How do you meet people? How do you make new friends? Well, my dad had the gift of that, and so did Gigi, and I learned that from them, and I'm good at it. So yeah.
You like
Chad, are
making
you
new
good
friends?
at that?
Yeah.
Are you gregarious? Can you make new friends?
Yeah. It's important
Yeah.
skill.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Mom, do you have that skill?
I think so. I talk to a lot of people. I don't care if tall or not tall or good looking or not.
Well, I mean, I think you meet a lot of different people, and then you have your close friends. Like those are the ones that call and check up on you.
Gabe,
And
are
those
you
are
good at
precious
meeting new
to me.
friends?
Every now and then, but I don't really look for new friends that often. I'm
Okay, so
I
we're
like
inspiring you. That's it. Something new.
Yeah.
I
Something
like
new.
talking to new people.
Yeah. So how did you meet your girlfriend?
I'll give him the mic so that they can hear it.
Yeah. Here, come closer to the mic. How did you meet your girlfriend? Because she lives in a different state.
I met her online. We played the same games online, and we just
Cool.
started hanging out.
At which website?
We
What kind of game?
just all kinds of games.
Like video games?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Um,
And so you were chatting on these games.
Yeah. We were originally just friends for a long time. So.
How cool.
Yeah, we just, spent a lot of time together. That's
I know you're going to visit her again, so yay.
in 2 weeks. Yep.
That's exciting.
So we got to send you away with something from Gallery Andrea.
I want to bring her to the gallery one of these
Hey,
days.
you
Oh,
should.
you have to. You have to.
Whenever she's in town down here. So
I'll give you a deal on something. Don't worry.
yeah, I'll let you guys know.
What about
Okay.
What
Well, that's
is she-
awesome. It sounds like they have such similar interests then that you love doing the same thing. So
Yeah,
it's kind of,
we do a lot of the same things.
So what else does she do? Is she into music or?
She likes to draw.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's an artist.
Oh, really? You have to meet her. Okay. Artist. She likes the video games.
You didn't say which website.
It doesn't matter.
There's
Just
a
some
lot.
kinda-
I mean, there's not one single thing.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't want people to
Okay,
know
all
which
right.
one he's on.
Eh,
Yeah, he doesn't want people to know.
Well,
I think what she means to say is which game was the one that you kind of played the most together.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Overwatch?
Cool. Well, yeah, that's awesome that their relationship started in a place of like fun. They were having fun together.
That's amazing. How long are you guys together now?
9 months.
I love it.
Yes.
9 months.
So,
it's really
yeah.
cool.
We've been
Cool.
friends for like 8 years though. So
I
Congrats.
love
That's
it.
awesome.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
thank you. Appreciate it.
Yay. So, yay, you're going to see her soon.
Yeah, very soon. Thank you. Yeah.
Yay.
Sometimes people can be, you can be compatible if you're very alike, or also if you complement what's deficient in the other. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's
Like
a good mix of
opposites
both, I
attract,
think,
or
yeah.
like what you know what I mean. Like
yeah,
if someone's lacking something, the other person fills it in,
yeah,
which is good too.
yeah.
I think
agree.
it's better to have the similar interests, like what he's saying.
Mhm.
I really do, because I think if you're so different,
It's
you know,
not
like let's
good.
say one person likes hiking, and like let's say you're somebody that likes to eat out, and the other person doesn't, and you're just like being you have to have the balance. I think you have to have the balance.
A balance is good.
Yeah. Because I like to cook. I love to cook, but I want someone there to cook
Right.
with me. And then I want that person to also, I have a passion for wine, so you want somebody like wine. And
Too
some
much
people,
passion.
Yeah, right.
I like a lot of passion. Yeah,
Too much drinking.
Right.
Yes, Grandma.
Too much
I agree.
passion.
Too much
it's not
passion.
Too much drinking.
That's what she just said. Too much passion for
Grandma.
wine.
No, but I
Called out.
Yeah,
Called out,
No.
Grandma.
she's honest.
Good job, Grandma. I agree.
She is honest.
I agree.
like. I think Chet likes cannabis, and I think he's kind of ruling out girls that don't smoke cannabis.
So I don't think you should roll out a girl who doesn't.
I
smoke
think that's a
cannabis.
mistake.
I think that is a mistake.
I-
No, yeah,
think we should
I
actually-
wouldn't be closed-minded about that at all. Like
What?
if I met a woman and our chemistry was awesome, I wouldn't care about that.
No.
Yeah, I
As
don't
long
think
as
that should
she
be a
didn't
big
care
deal.
about that, I enjoy it. That's
Yeah.
all that would matter. But I don't care at all if somebody isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
you're evolving. You're growing. Because in the past you've said no.
Well,
Somebody's out for
I
that.
think everyone has their
Well, yeah, and then
non-negotiable
some
checklist.
people just literally like how some people can't ingest alcohol right properly and like don't have a good reaction to alcohol. The same thing can be true for cannabis. They're finding like basically like 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 people, their body basically just rejects it and it makes you like sick. So if that was how that affected the girl that I'm interested, I wouldn't care at all. Like that'd be really weird to be like, oh, you have to enjoy the same.
But I think at the same time
Well,
you have,
also-
to have your non-negotiable
But also, Chet,
checklist.
as you get to the, I mean, if you do want to get married and have kids, you actually don't want your girl to be like, hey, I want to smoke a joint every day.
Way better than somebody who needs to drink every
Both.
day,
You don't
'cause
want
drinking
both.
puts you in the grave every
I'm
day.
saying you don't want to have either one. You don't want to have either one. I mean, you want that. If somebody's gonna
Well,
be.
Let me ask Chet, what's your non-negotiable on your checklist?
That's a good question.
That's the most important thing.
Just that they are like a good, honest person, and that they love me really, and that's it. Like
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not super picky about anything specific as long as that, and then obviously you have to be super attracted to them, and that's also not super specific for me. I don't have like a specific type. Like my exes are tall, short, brunette, blonde, like all over the place. So
Really, I think they
yeah.
all look the same.
that's not true. You have really bad eyes then.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
I
You need,
just-
literally need to go get LASIK or something.
No, they've been
You're
different.
funny.
They've been all different.
She just
Different.
I
joking.
think she's teasing.
But they've all been super thin. You haven't had any chubbies.
Chubbies.
Okay, let's be nice here.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's very
dated
tall.
Well,
really fat
I call
people.
it voluptuous.
But I think that's just because I want somebody who like cares about being healthy.
Healthy,
Being
the
fat is
most
unhealthy.
important.
Kind of simple.
Simple
People,
is-
it's like become taboo to say that or something, but it's not.
Well,
Like being fat is bad for you, and it shows that you don't have that much of a high priority on your health or your health, being comfortable, being disciplined. Like you can kind of go down a list if somebody's like willing to be fat. Obviously, it's out of control for some people. Like a very, very rare few have like a really messed up like metabolism and hormone thyroid issue where they can't, and that's just like tragically sad, but that's like 1 out of 1,000 or something. So that's like an anomaly that is almost so rare you don't have to mention it. But
Right.
yeah, so
So you know your type. On that note, you know your
Yeah,
type.
definitely
But
fit.
to me, the most important thing with a type is, in my opinion, is somebody's personality. Like somebody that doesn't stay mad, isn't angered quickly. If they are upset about something, do they stay mad? Those things, as you get
it's
older,
important,
Chad,
but loyalty is more important because there's always that person who's like
Yeah.
life of the party whimsical, but they're like basically just like go wherever the wind's blowing. Being with somebody like that is not safe or smart because you don't know, they might just meet the next person that's more interesting than you and go. So loyalty definitely
I
should
agree,
be.
loyalty.
well, of
Always
course,
important.
loyalty.
Yeah.
Of course, loyalty
That's
is
very
so
important.
important. But don't you think somebody that doesn't have a temper and doesn't stay mad? I mean, do you know any couples? You don't need to say who they are that like they get in a fight and they're like always mad at each other. I mean, that's not fun.
Yeah, I would recommend they break up.
Oh my
What
gosh.
he said?
We're talking about love. We're talking about relationships. We're talking about
It sounds like
spreading
you're
love.
talking about a relationship not working right now.
No, I mean, I have had a lot of joy. I've had a lot of relationships. I mean, not a lot. I've had like 3 serious relationships in my life. And, as you get older, you know what is important with relationships and what you're totally ruling out. And something that I rule out completely is somebody that when they get mad, they stay mad. I'm somebody that never, I can be very upset about something, but the next day it's like, I'm not even mad about it. I don't stay mad.
Well, I think if someone
Dad was that way.
I think if
Gigi
someone
was that
if,
way.
I'll just
Oh
say
my
one
God,
thing
Gigi
about
had
it.
such a temper. Oh my gosh,
She-
but the next day it was like it never happened.
But if someone does something mean to you,
Mhm.
they have to be sorry about what they've done to you. Otherwise, you always feel offended when you see them. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, and then
So
some
when
people don't have
there's
the
a-
capacity to apologize properly, and they
that's
just try
right.
to
Yes.
deflect the
That's
blame
right.
and basically
Right.
twist it back onto the other person.
So
and
for the
to
same,
basically say sorry without actually taking blame,
right.
and then it's just like infuriating,
like, if
and
you
you
did
don't act.
something
It's not a
mean,
true apology,
say,
and then
if
you
you just say, I'm sorry, I did that. It's all good.
Forgive.
Yeah, and then you can forgive.
Forgive.
But so for all the
Forgive.
single people
Yeah.
out there, you need to be able to say, I'm sorry.
But
if
the
you do
people
something.
that I know
do
that have
something
lived
wrong.
to be 100 or close to 100 or 95 and above
Not too many.
are because they didn't stay mad. And I think that's a really important trait to want in your life, because like if you're
well, the key is to not be around people who try to make you mad. 'Cause some
That-
people
that's
just
true.
try to
I
push
agree,
buttons.
I agree with that.
And once
That's
you
true.
realize that
That
somebody
is true.
just always trying to do something annoying or always trying to push your buttons,
That's
then you just
true.
go, oh, okay, I just needed some distance from them, because that's just a
yeah,
fucking
no, if somebody's always making you mad, that's true.
chaos,
Yeah.
stress. Yeah.
So
And
we have a couple minutes left.
that's the best part about having friends or family that
Yeah.
don't cause you any stress, because it's a reminder of
Like-
like, oh wait, this other person, all they do is all these things that annoy me that I tell them annoy them.
Well, like one of my exes, I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not saying it all.
You
One of
just
my
said you've
exes-
only had 3.
I've had
So
3.
it makes it a
So
pretty
you-
easy multiple choice.
No, it's not. But
Quick.
one of my exes always had a vendetta against somebody, and he was always trying to like talk about it to everybody else, get everybody else ganged up against that person, get mad at that person, and always,
That's
yeah,
not good.
and it was a continuous thing. If he wasn't mad at, he was always mad at somebody, and once again he tried to turn everybody else against that person. And I don't have time in my life for
I
that.
mean, he's a lawyer. You can't blame him for doing that.
Well,
Anyway, so-
I think one of the qualities that makes someone a good companion is if they'll be there for you when you're going through a hard time. To me, that's really the test. If they stand up for you and they're there for you.
And actually, that's where you'll see
so
who your true
good
friends
so
are
really, like,
when you're
Yeah,
going
and I
through
think
a
that
hard time.
falls under loyalty, which I think was like
Mhm.
one of
That's
basically
part of
the first
loyalty.
things I said. Yeah.
yeah. So for all the single people out there, you have to consider some of these things.
Yes.
So
As you're
And
out
you
there
know what?
dating, so.
Chet has a knee surgery coming up, and we'll see who's there for him when he's going through.
maybe
his-
not.
No,
You-
we'll
you
see
might-
who's there
You
for
might,
him
you might do
when
you
he's
might
going
not
through
do
the pain in
surgery
his knee
though.
surgery.
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he is
thought-
gonna-
oh, okay.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
going
At
to.
some
Yeah,
point, yeah.
yeah.
At some point.
So we only have a minute left. Everybody needs to say their last final tip on how they want to spread love or talk about love. Or Chet, we'll start with you.
Yeah, just have more fun and fall deeper in love with life itself and the things that you like to do. And yeah, there's little moments that make you happy during the day. Hopefully there's healthy things like workouts and your meals, appreciating everything. You can find joy in so many different parts of your day, and just keep focusing on that, and the happiness you get from that will make you more attractive to other people.
I love that.
Mhm.
Andrea?
I think it's important to spread love to yourself, and that's okay. And also to others, and help people in need if they're asking you, and to use your talent, which we do with our
Gallery Andrea spreading the love.
Valentine florals and our Valentine fashion.
5 seconds left, Mom. Do you have anything to say?
I love what I do. I
That you
never
hold your
quit.
opinion?
I love what I do and I never quit. That's a great
and
quote.
This is my heart.
Oh, I love
Oh,
it.
I can see that.
Happy Valentine's.
Forever.
I love
for
that.
me,
Never quit and
never
keep doing what
quit.
you love.
Yeah.
Do what you love and never quit. I love it. And this is your
Yeah.
heart. And this is your heart. I love it. I'm just going to say, everywhere you go, put a smile on your face,
Yeah.
smile, be nice to people, spread your love. Saving the